Hey guys, it's Bartram here from Warrior Fitness and Health, and in this short vlog I'm going to be sharing with you my top tip to help you establish a brand new habit, routine or ritual. So folks, you're trying to establish a new habit, routine, ritual or New Year's resolution at this moment in time. Two things you need to know. Firstly, to establish a new habit, routine or ritual, it's going to take you an average of 18 to 254 days. The average time for the average person with a reasonable size habit is around about the 66 days. That data coming from University College of London. So 66 days, it's just short of 10 weeks. So you need to be putting in quite a bit of work for just short of 10 weeks to be establishing that habit, routine or ritual. So that's the first thing that you need to know. It's not going to happen overnight, and you've got to put in the work for a prolonged period of time. There's no quick wins here. The second thing you need to know is our brain and our ego, it goes into childlike mode when we're trying to set up a new habit, routine or ritual, especially if that habit is something that's not really sexy, it's not really exciting, it's going to improve us, but it's going to take a little bit of willpower or motivation. So what do I mean by our brain going into childlike mode? Have a think about young children and us trying to motivate them to do something that they're not really excited about. So they're playing some sort of game, or they're playing on a tablet, a phone or some sort of gadget, and then all of a sudden it's shower or bath time and they can have little tantrums, they can be a little bit cheeky, they try delay tactics. That's exactly what our brain is going to do every time we go to operate the new habit. And the brain is really convenient at making us super forgetful at the times when we're trying to instill this new habit, ritual or routine into our lives. So have a little bit of a think about what we do with children. We give them constantly reminders, we try and reward them, we try and coax them, and we're trying to make their environment even easier for us to get them to do what we want them to do so they can get back to having some nice time. So average habit takes between 18 and 254 days, and your brain goes into childlike mode. So here is my top tip to help you establish the new habit, routine or ritual. You've got to use your environment to your advantage. So what do I mean by that? So the majority of us adults, we have a smartphone. So if we're looking to do something set times during the day, use the reminder or the alarm facility on your phone and set an alarm to prompt you to take that course of action. You're not going to have to do that forever. When the habit is instilled in our neuropsychology, you'll be able to turn the alarm off, turn the reminder off, because we'll be doing it automatic pilot because it's now wired in. You don't have to use your phone. You can use a series of post-its around the house. You can put a post-it by your kettle, drink some water before I have a cup of coffee. You can put a post-it on the fridge. Don't eat the biscuits, don't eat the cake until Saturday. You can use these visual prompts of the environment to help you try and get to that 66 days as easy as possible. So we've got reminders via on your phone or via a post-it or something like that. The next way you can use the environment to help you is to use visual cues. So let's say, for example, you're looking to drink more water every day. What I do with my clients is I always say to them, you have an empty glass of water next to the kettle in the morning, and you must have a glass of water before you have your hot drink. At your workstation, you need to have a full bottle of water in front of you every single day, and you will agree with yourself how much of that water will be gone before you leave your workstation, whether you're working for 4, 6 or 8 hours a day or something like that. But the very act that you've got water in front of you all the time, you're going to be seeing it, and it's going to be that visual prompt just to grab the water, take the action, grab the water, take the action. If that is really a big struggle for you, one of the things I do with a lot of my clients as well, if they're struggling to up their water, is I'll say to them, every time you go to the toilet, the first thing that you do before moving on to anything else is you must have a drink of water. So every time you go to the toilet, you have a drink of water. You don't really need the visual cue, and that's going to set you off on that 66 days of change. So the next way you can use the environment to help you, you can set up barriers to stop you taking negative action. So if you're coming off the sugar and going on to the sweeteners, during your hot drink area, you might remove sugar away from that and just replace it with sweeteners, so you're not automatically going for the sugar. Okay, if you grab a couple of biscuits or sweets when you go into the kitchen every now and again, you put them up on the highest shelf, or you put them somewhere you can't reach them, so you're going to have to really take some big effort to be able to get to them items. I've recently had a client that's looking to reduce their alcohol consumption Monday to Friday. Very social family, there's always lots of drink in the house. So what I've said to him is, on a Sunday night, you move all your alcohol to the shed, underneath a load of boxes. It's in a locked shed. So Monday to Friday, if he's tempted to have a drink, he's now got to go out of his house in the cold, out the back door to the shed, unlock the shed, remove the boxes, get the alcohol, bring it all back, and then put it back. Now, if he is prepared to do that to have a drink, there's nothing really I can do to get him to stop to do that. But do you see how I created a series of barriers to make it less easy for him to carry on with what he called a negative habit? And the last way you can use your environment to help you is we become the 5 people we spend most of our times with. So our wives, our girlfriends, boyfriends, our kids, our spouses, and the people that we spend most of our time with at work. So tell the people you're spending a lot of time with what you're doing. You become a little accountable to them, and they're probably going to prompt you during the day. Have you had your water today? Oh, I didn't think you was having sugar in your tea and coffee. Oh, should you be getting something from the vending machine? I thought you was bringing prepared meals every day. So, recap. Setting up a habit, routine or ritual is really hard. It takes 18 to 254 days. Our brain goes into childlike mode, and it will put up barriers to us, and we need to be using the environment around us to help us, whether that be reminders, post-its on the phone telling the people around us, or removing temptation away from us. Really hoping you enjoyed this vlog. It's habit change is really, really hard, and we've got to be using a series of simple tactics day in, day out to get to that day 66 where everything becomes so much easier. So I wish you all the success. Leave me a comment. If you've got any feedback for me, or if you've got any questions, the best way you can get hold of me is going to my website, www.personaltrainertamworth.com, or do a search for me on Facebook. It's Matt Bartram PT, or do a search for Warrior Fitness and Health. Have a great day, and I'll see you in the next vlog.